Hello, everyone. This is Miss Cat, and I just wanted to speak with you briefly about taking on the responsibility. A lot of times we have all of these things that are on our plate, on our schedule, and it becomes overwhelming, and we can't seem to fit everything in our schedule. So I just kind of wanted to come and talk briefly to all of the school age children, teenagers, young adults, college, and just kind of focus on taking on the responsibility in school. And we're not even going to scale the surface of your job. We're just going to talk about school right now. When you have a lot of classes to take, a lot of studying that you need to get done, you usually know this up front, but somehow our brain doesn't quite connect to the real world, and we let a lot of things go lacking. So I just wanted to speak with you about taking on a responsibility. First of all, to all of our middle schoolers and high schoolers, and even to our college students, when you have a class, you know up front how many classes that you're going to be taking, and you may not all receive a syllabus like college students, but for the middle and high, you know what type of class it is, and the teachers give you a overview of what's going to be happening in that class. And then for the college students, there is a syllabus that you can go by. But my greatest concern is if there's difficulty in your classes, then why aren't you seeking for help? Why are you waiting on someone else to spoon feed you and come to you and seek help for you, ask questions for you, give it to you just feed it to you on a plate or on a platter? I'm not understanding why you're not taking on a responsibility yourself. So in this segment, no, I'm not gonna feel sorry for you, because I'm really wanting you to just open your eyes and see that you are probably your greatest supporter, and you are the person in charge, and you have the power to pass the classes or fail the classes. No one can do that but you. So we need to go over a few things. First of all, when you get your schedule and you know your classes, you need to begin writing up using a planner and writing some things down, study times that you may want to do. You may want to have a little downtime. Some people do take downtime before they start studying, and some people go and have a downtime after they study. Whichever one works best for you. I won't tell you how. And the reason why I say I won't tell you how is because some people actually study well with music. Some people just like to have a little noise in the background. So I can't actually tell you how and which way works best for you, but I can tell you, you do need a plan. You need to write up a schedule. Use a planner. Go out and get your $1, $2, $5 planner and actually use it. Write down the times that you're going to have your downtime. Write down the times that you're going to have your study time, and which classes you need to study for. You need to make sure that you are planning it out well. If you know that there's a test coming up, don't procrastinate. Don't wait until the last minute to study for your test. You can't go cramming it all in and expect miracles to take place and then trying to pray at the last minute. You actually have to put some studying behind that. Prayer is good, but faith without works is dead. So if you don't have any works in that prayer, then that your faith is not going to work. And the works is the studying part. Okay, so you have to study. You have to study. You need to make sure that you don't wait till the last minute, like I said, that which is the night before or the morning thereof. You need to start as soon as you find out when the exam is going to be. You need to start studying a little bit at a time. Just take a sheet of paper or take your planner and just plan it out. You're going to study, if you have to study for 5 chapters for the exam, then each night you need to kind of go over a chapter. If you are having difficulty in the classroom, why are you waiting to or while you're waiting for the teacher to come and figure out that you are flunking or figure out that you're having problems, you need to actually go to that teacher. So don't expect the teacher to always come to you. The teacher's job is to teach. Your job is to learn. If you are not learning, then you need to let the teacher know that, okay? Yes, the teachers have responsibilities as well, but right now we're talking about you. What are you doing? What can you do to make sure that you are being responsible in that classroom? Ask the teachers questions, and I understand that you don't always want to look like the smart person in the class. But you can go to that teacher after class and you can ask some questions. You can open your book and study for yourself at night. You can make sure you are paying attention in class and taking good notes, because if you take good notes, then you can go back home and look over your notes. Most of the time, the reason students are failing is because they don't even have any notes to study at night. They don't have any notes to prepare for the exam. And there are a lot of times teachers will say it's an open book test. It's an open notebook test. You can use your notes on this exam. How many of you have heard that and you didn't have any notes to use on your exam? Now that was just plain out silly to not have any notes for your exam. And I know this is not a popular message, because you really don't want to hear that you need to study, that you need to have notes, you need to ask questions, you need to not procrastinate. You don't want to hear all of that. But the truth is, those are the basic key elements it is to passing a class. Just do the basic things. The basic tools that you need, the basic skills that you need to know is taking good notes, paying attention in class, because you don't have time to play. You don't have time to sit up there and joke with other students. You need to be paying attention in class, taking good notes, and then studying. Do not procrastinate. Once you find out when your test is, write it down and begin to study a little bit, at a time, little by little. Every day you need to touch on something. You need to be constantly doing your homework each night. It's not going to hurt you. You're probably going to get back on the phone anyway and talk to your friends. You're going to talk to your friends regardless. So why not add a little time in there to study? We know that your friends are very important to you, and we know that we probably are not going to be able to take your friends away from you, no matter how hard we try. If we take away the phone, you'll find another way to get to them. Sometimes you borrow a friend's phone. We know that you're always going to be able to get to your friends, but you need to take on the responsibility. When is it going to be your problem? When is it going to be your situation, your responsibility? When are you going to take on that task of doing what you're supposed to be doing? Why are you waiting for your parents to go down to the school all the time and have to get on to you? Why are you waiting on your teacher to have to call your parent and tell them that you're not studying? Just study. Just do it. I don't understand what the problem is. Just study. Study. Stop procrastinating. Do your homework. Ask questions. Take notes. Make sure that you are preparing yourself for the future to be successful, to be a productive and successful citizen in the community. Make sure that you are preparing yourself. So take on the responsibility. Do what's right. Do what you're supposed to be doing. Get yourself a planner. Take your notes. Do your studying and stop procrastinating. Remember, be responsible. Thank you.